Laurel Lee is a former prosecutor, judge, and current member of Congress. Welcome, Your Honor. May it please the court. This comes up often, but it bears repeating. The feds do not need permission to enforce federal laws in any states. U.S. attorneys don't have to ask governors. So what are blue state governors talking about when they say they're going to stand up to the president?
Well, what they're saying has really no basis in law, nor is it the thing that their citizens need for them to be doing most. Trey, as you know, as a former prosecutor, there's dual sovereignty. So the federal government has absolute authority all the time to be prosecuting federal offenses in these jurisdictions, and they don't need an invitation. President Trump does not need an invitation from a mayor or a governor to be there. So we have federal agents, U.S. attorneys all across the country making sure that federal crimes are being investigated and prosecuted. But what's even more important is that it defies logic that these folks don't want the help. We can see in D.C. what an incredible success the president's efforts have been. It is safer. Crime is down. It has absolutely helped the D.C. Metro Police to have that added federal presence. And this is something that should be welcomed as a resource anywhere in the country that violent crime is a problem.
Congresswoman, you are prescient. Speaking of D.C., the goal is to keep people alive. When that fails, it is to bring justice to the victims. Here are the parents of a murdered child in the District of Columbia.
We are very, very thankful and hopefully that this will continue of finding all these for all these homicide victims, that they will get their due justice too for their families, because it's not fun to be in this club. And my heart goes out to all the other families who have lost children to senseless homicide.
Judge Pirro, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And if I ever meet you, I want to give you a big hug right here. Thank you again.
Laurel, crime should not be a political issue. I doubt you ever knew or cared about the politics of the victims in the cases you prosecuted or the cases you presided over. What leader jeopardizes the lives of their constituents because they hate the president so much? I swear I don't understand it.
Nor do I. It absolutely defies logic, and you are raising such an important point. So our criminal justice system needs to work to keep criminals off the streets if their crimes warrant that, but it also needs to work for the victims of crime. These aren't just numbers. These crime statistics are real people whose lives are forever tragically impacted. And the types of policies that some of these Democrats are fighting for just don't have any bearing in the data or in reality. As you well know, when I was a judge and I was looking at a decision about bond and letting an accused person out on bond, we have to consider the safety of the community and the flight risk. And safety of the community is not being adequately considered in jurisdictions like D.C. that have decided to implement these no cash bail policies to let people out like a revolving door. And we have seen the tragic consequences of that all too often. We need a criminal justice system that absolutely considers, are we charging the right crimes? Are we allowing law enforcement to do their jobs? Are we allowing prosecutors to actually bring the right cases, get them to trial quickly and efficiently? That's what we need to be doing, and that's how we'll get a justice system that is working for all of the people who intersect with it.
Laurel, Florida is lucky to have you. The Judiciary Committee is lucky to have you, and we are lucky to have you on a Sunday night. Thank you for joining us.
Great to see you, Trey.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.